Hello everyone, my name is Lena KrupinA, and on Sunday, the Rhythmic Gymnastics World Cup ended in Tashkent. The girls competed for medals for separate APPARTUses. Who performed and who won medals, I will tell in this video. Well, I think many people know that YouTube in Russia is not monetized now, so it's especially important for me now that you support me. You can do this through the links in the description. Thank you very much in advance. On April 17th, in Tashkent, the final with the hoop was won by krupinamail, a gymnast from Uzbekistan, having went through her program without visible errors. In general, the tournament went very well for Takmina, and I think she can be safely called the opening of this cup. Silver was won by Ekaterina Vidineva, representing Slovenia. Also coped with her program, but there were small errors. Katya at the tournament always lacked something, and not always difficulty. Sometimes she lost in artisticity or execution, which as we know is a rather subjective thing, and to be honest, I don't quite understand how to discuss such things, since some people will like something, but others won't. Bronze went to a German gymnast, Darya Varfolomeev, who performed her program without visible errors. Another discovery of this tournament for me. A fit and a talented girl. I was especially pleased with her story. All in all, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on her. Margarita Kolosov, a German gymnast, took 4th place. There were errors and dirts, but without major losses, and at the end she was a little behind the music. Behind her, Sabina Tekshabayeva from Uzbekistan. As a whole, did not pass the program cleanly. There were dirty catches and inaccuracies. The 6th place was taken by Alexandra Ardzikudidze. It is clear from her exercise that the programs have not yet been practiced enough. In Kiss and Cry, Sasha showed various cute signs, but she was not satisfied with her score. I have an assumption that Sasha performed sick. In addition to the wrapped leg, on one of the videos of the official Italian account of the Federation, Sasha invited everyone to watch the broadcast and spoke as if she couldn't breathe. So maybe this was the reason why everything is not going well in this cup so far.
17 aprile alle ore 9 inizieranno le finali con il cerchio, palla, clavette.
The 7th was Yelizaveta Polstinaya, from whom the tournament was also not entirely successful. In the final with hoop, she lost her toe shoe at the very beginning. Then she made a big loss out of the carpet and then another loss. And this was all just in the beginning of this not very successful day. The 8th in this final was closed by Ilyona Zelyanova, a gymnast from Azerbaijan. In general, she did not pass the program cleanly, but without big losses. There were many minor inaccuracies. For Ilona, this was the only final, so I think she can be congratulated. I think so far more programs are being worked out for her. The final with ball was won by Margarita Kolosov from Germany, who was a little late with the music and made a very nice expression at the end, but the exercise went well. Another gymnast, Darya Varfolomeev, won silver. Not everything turned out well, but the overall impression was good. The bronze was won by Ekaterina Vidineva. She had a slight hitch and the ball fell out in one place, but the rest exercise was excellent. The 4th was Takmina Kromova, who in the final with the ball made a hard fall. I hope she did not get injured. 5th place went to Eleonora Tagliabue from Italy. The exercise also seemed very raw. There was a lot of dirt and breakdowns of elements. The 6th was Sabina Tekshabayeva, who made a loss out of the carpet and failed in elements. 7th place was taken by a US gymnast, Alexandra Kautsman. Losses and dirt were present. The 8th was Yelizaveta Polstinaya, who made a big loss in the second routine too. The final with clubs was again won by the gymnast of Uzbekistan, Takmina Kromova. There was dirt in the exercise, but everything else went well. The 2nd was Ekaterina Vidineva from Slovenia, who was very pleased with her performance, and it was actually very good. But Katya still did not reach the gold. And here again, Katya could not win according to the scores that we could not verify. In general, what I was afraid for from the new rules we see in practice. If earlier gymnasts won in terms of difficulty, which could be judged, now in terms of artisticity or execution, which even if we judge, there will still be no sense, since we can hardly get the same marks as the judges. Bronze in the clubs final was won by Margarita Kolosov, passing the exercise without a loss. Darya Varfolomeev settled behind her teammates, having also passed the exercise without losses. 5th place was taken by Yelizaveta Polstinaya, having successfully passed the exercise with clubs. Eleonora Tagliabue from Italy placed 6th with some minor execution mistakes in the routine, but no losses. 7th place was taken by Sabina Bakatova from Kazakhstan. Losses and inaccuracies were made. And 8th place was taken by Sabina Tekshabayeva, 2 losses were made and one of them was a risk. The ribbon final was won by Ekaterina Vidineva despite the fact that there was dirt in the exercise. Silver went to Daria Varfolomeev, who made a loss at the end. Takvina Ikromova won bronze and passed the exercise without big errors. The 4th was Alexandra Ardzijikulidze, who was very pleased with her performance. 5th place was won by Margarita Kolasa from Germany with a loss. Behind her is Yelizaveta Polstinaya, who also made a big loss in this exercise, and when she ended the routine, she was clearly upset. 7th place was taken by Sabina Takshimbaeva, whose ribbon was not successful at all. She lost the APPARTUS out of the carpet, replaced it, and then, as I understood, also tied a knot at the end. The 8th was Alexandra Kautzman from the USA, and also went through her routine quite dirtily. In group exercises, the final with 5 hoops was won by Team Bulgaria. There were inaccuracies and a loss, if you can call this that. But from them, obviously, the girls received deductions. The silver in hoops was taken by gymnasts from Uzbekistan, who did a good job with their program, but there were still inaccuracies. Gymnasts from Kazakhstan won bronze. There were losses out of the carpets and a lot of dirt. 4th place was taken by the Azerbaijani team. In general, so far, it was a rather weak routine. There were losses out of the carpets and a lot of dirt. But as I understand it, this squad is still very young, and everything is ahead for them. If you remember the previous group, the girls won medals, so let's wait until they gain experience. The final with ball and ribbons was won by the team of Uzbekistan, allowing losses and inaccuracies. The second was team of Kazakhstan, who also had losses, and the ending was very dirty and confusing. Bulgarian gymnasts only won bronze in this final because there were many losses made, including one with an exit out of the carpet. The Azerbaijani team passed without losses, but there was dirt and they still could not overtake the Bulgarian gymnasts, given that Bulgaria made so many mistakes. Write in the comments who you remarked at this tournament. But next weekend, we are waiting for another World Cup, which some of the best gymnasts promise to come to, so it will be most likely more interesting to follow. Well, that's all from me. Remember that I love you all very much, and bye-bye!